pop 'em. Put the bitch on product, now she poppin'.
T-Rom on some West Coast shit. Yeah.
All right. Episode 28 of See What's Real, guys. I'm your host, Mellow15. I got my motherfucking co-host.
Back again.
Darkness, my old friend. Josh was singing that earlier, bro.
Hit it.
He was killing it, dude. He's hitting the B notes, dude. Well, yeah, if you're just tuning in, you're just tuning in, mate. We got episode 28 on the platter. So, yeah, last week we had our year anniversary video. There was way more stuff that I wanted to talk about last week, but, you know.
Right.
I was, okay, low-key, bro. Emily made me hit her weed pen before we started shooting. Yeah, I don't know if you could tell in the episode. I was fucking gone, dude. I was kidding.
I mean, we can still.
Yeah, we could if you want. I don't know where the weed pen's at, but
somebody has to make a trip to the next room, but still, we can still.
Yeah. Actually, so I know it's not just because you're sitting here. I want to give you a big thanks too, because obviously you're kind of a big part of the show too. So you are, yeah. He is a big part of the show. This guy's trying to antagonize.
Yeah.
This fucking guy's trying to antagonize you.
That's all right, man.
That's what,
Appreciate you,
bro. I'm not saying this isn't for you, Josh, right? But this is that's kind of what girls do, bro. Like you'll tell your girl, like, hey, you know, I love you, so you kind of love me.
Just a little bit.
You take one fucking word out of everything I just said, dude. No, I'm not calling you a bitch, bro. Chill, dude.
You look good as hell in this pants.
Remember in Norbit? You trying to start fight at wedding? You trying to fight Lattimore at wedding, you know? By the way, I just watched that. You guys see Norbit, right?
Yeah, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, so remember when he's like, oh, you gonna marry Big Gorilla, you know? That shit's hilarious. And I didn't know this, that Eddie Murphy plays him, right?
The Asian dude?
Yes.
Yeah, bro. He was like probably the number one person in the entire movie.
Yeah, I would say so. Like comedy-wise, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Hands down, dude.
It's last
You're
time
not
I
wrong,
liked
dude.
Terry Crews too, but it's another story.
Yeah, it's Terry Crews. Oh, yeah, he's like, you don't shake me down. I shake you down. He puts it... Classic. I don't know. It has a hella low rating on Rotten Tomatoes, but that movie's classic, though.
That's because you see too much. It's like if we see another Will Smith movie right now, nobody cares. Right now, if it's nothing about Jada, we don't care.
True. Oh, Jada.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't matter.
It's not August.
And we'll get into that.
It's not August yet.
It's not August yet. like daylight.
We'll wait.
Well, for everybody watching at home, it's hot as fucking here. I'm not gonna lie. And so we have to have the window open. You might hear some motorcycles driving by.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why. It's every time we shoot. Before we shoot, it's kind of quiet. After we shoot, kind of quiet. During shooting, I think one of you guys text people, dude. They have to know like the Hell's Angels. Every single time we shoot, there's like bikes rolling through the neighborhood.
We got gang members outside. I'm okay with that. It means it's authentic.
There's fake ass gang members, dude.
Hey man, let them do what they do.
But yeah, so earlier this week, bro, I don't know if you know her. She's the actress from Glee. A lot of people know her from Glee, but Naya Rivera.
Naya Rivera, yeah, I heard her, man.
So she actually, when I went on Twitter, I think it was about a week ago. No, anyways, I went on Twitter. It said that they had found her son on the boat. He was by himself, found sleeping. And they're like, okay, where's your mom at? He says, he gives his account, you know. So throughout the week, the only thing I got mad at was just like all the weird conspiracy theorist people that like I was pointing it out to my brother.
I'm not gonna for a second when they said nobody found her. I'm like, freak accident or something weird. Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I was on something. I didn't come up with nothing definite, but I was like, it's weird. It's weird that.
What was your thoughts? What was your early thoughts though? Like,
it's easy. Like, you found the kid can't. All right, traditionally, like the younger you are, you probably have a harder time swimming in harder currents. You know what I'm saying?
And he's 4.
Facts.
Yep.
They found him, not her, and that's all they said. So it was kind of like she brought him out.
And they found him sleeping.
And at nighttime, bro, is when she left. Like it was like it was overnight.
I thought it was it was like late afternoon. But she rented the boat at 1, and I think she went. They found her son on the boat around like 4 or 5.
Oh, okay. This is a few hours.
So it was still right before nighttime, but it was still like, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I heard different. I thought it was overnight.
One of the interesting things I mentioned to my brother, you know, obviously these guys have kids, so, you know, especially with a 4-year-old, like Justin told me this, like if it was my niece Avery, you know, he's like, yeah, we'd fuck, you know, she can't really talk like that, you know.
Yeah.
But there's other 4-year-olds who are like super like
vocal,
talkative. They know. So I think what saved this case was that her son was able to like say, "Hey, mom pushed me back up on the boat, and when I turned around, she was sinking under the water."
Dude, that's
That
Yeah.
is to me that
that sums it up because it's him. Ain't no 4-year-old about to come up with no story. But it still sucks because it's like, had it been something like just weird, I'm not gonna lie, like a low key, the only conspiracy theory I guess I thought of was I hope she's faking it. So like for him, like, oh man, my mom bullshitted to try to stay famous, as opposed to something really happened. Yeah, bro. Because when you're 4 and you gotta explain that to the rest of the world, even though kids are forgetful, they're not gonna forget that point where everybody's looking at them.
Well, I wonder what he was thinking. Like, like, for instance, and I keep going back to my nieces and nephews, but the second these guys leave the room, they're crying.
Dude,
I want mom, I want dad.
Dude, that's what Disney movies are for. The
Yeah.
right ones.
But, like, so they found him asleep, and, like, you could just think he probably was just like, where's mom at? I'm crying. Like,
You know what that, like, and not to even, like, throw it in because it's, like, children, but,
Yeah.
like, that's that Finding Nemo shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, had the dad not been there, it just would have been the mom dying for the eggs.
yeah.
Same kind of thing. She just died for her baby, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It makes
Just
the
make
story
sure.
more sad when you find out
The truth, yeah.
the truth, which
Yeah.
is it's heavy speculated, but with the son's testimony, basically she used her last breath or will to push him on the boat, and then she died.
That's kind of like that Ice Age shit, I guess.
That's
Man,
fucking sad, bro.
Either way, bro.
You know
Either
when
way,
parents
but,
say like I'll die for my kid, she literally died for her kid.
But and in the same way, I'm just gonna silver lining it. But that's a good thing, because had it be not even to like just trying to change it or anything, but like had it been the other way, bro, I don't know how anybody would be able to be like, oh, I moved on from my kid passing at like 4. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure she did what she wanted to do at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Like on the boat.
Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't a freak accident, her making sure her son got to safety. And probably she just clocked out. But
I think it was a freak accident.
because it would have been fucking worse. I'm sure she would have felt worse had they both gone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that would have been so tragic. But he had a life vest on too. But so I mentioned to you before that all the people on Twitter. I gotta stay off Twitter, dude. I can't believe I'm quoting Twitter.
It's a lot,
I
bro.
always quote
It's a
Twitter,
lot
but
on Twitter.
it's a huge social media.
It's opinions, bro. And you know what's funny? You don't even got to have a picture for Twitter, but yeah, go ahead.
Hella people on Twitter are like, there was so it was the Ventura Sheriff's Department on Twitter that were giving like the actual like legit updates. People were tweeting them like, you should check the land right here, zooming in on Google Earth. We saw something moving. You guys aren't doing enough. It's because she's a person of color. Oh, it's because she's an actress. And it's like, you got to like separate yourself from the Twitter world and real world. Because if you noticed all of her family members and her friends, they were like, hey, the Ventura Police Department was being so helpful. They did such a great job. They used all the resources they had to find her. But
that's
then
all you
everybody
gotta
on
do.
Twitter is like, they're not doing enough. It's because she's an actress.
Bro,
and-
you can't, you already know how I tell you, man. You can't even stay on those people. They're like, the first thing they look at is like, I don't see anybody there. I don't see them doing enough. I haven't heard of enough money being spent. Like,
Yeah,
get out of
true.
here, bro. Like, man,
One
I'm
of
not checking
well,
none
one
of
of
that.
the conspiracy theories that I really bought into about maybe 4 days after she disappeared
Yeah.
was that there was footage of like a jet ski following her boat,
Okay.
and I was like, okay,
That's believable.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, so what
just need
if
to see
she
it.
was swimming, the son's on the boat, she gets taken away, right? Because for the first like week, they were using sonar, helicopters, cadaver dogs, divers, heat sensors, and like she still hadn't been found at that point. So I was like, okay, that's plausible.
Right. That's something extras in the mix. But, I mean, freak accident, man.
Which I never really watched Glee, but it's still a sad situation.
Me
Like
neither.
seriously, rest in peace. But that's such a sad situation, dude.
I seen her only maybe a couple times, but yeah, regardless, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Which leads into the next thing. She appeared on that Wayfair stuff.
Wayfair.
Yeah, so I'll explain it to
Yeah,
you.
you're
Wait-
going to have to drop some knowledge.
yeah,
on
yeah.
it.
So
hit y'all too.
right around the time that this was happening, Emily had pointed out to me that there was a website, or I think it was like a company, a website on Wayfair. They were selling stuff for like $11,000, $10,000, like a baby cabinet, and it would have the name of a missing child, right, or a missing person,
Okay.
and it would say like, oh, baby photo album, $11,000, and it would have like a missing children's name on it, or like, missing person, right?
Right.
And it caused a lot of controversy because people were saying that like, hey, they're using this to traffic kids and people. right? Because what cabinet is $11,000, dude?
Yeah, that doesn't
Right?
make fucking.
There's no cabinet
you're
that's
talking, oh
dude.
man, like it's not a fucking cabinet.
Yeah, it's a kid or it's a
Dude,
missing
oh,
person, right?
man.
Because Naya was actually on one of them
Disgusting,
on Wayfair.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and like so, like if you do some digging, obviously they came out and said that it was false. Like Facebook's even flagging, like
Right.
friend of the show, Tony, by the way, she said to me that she posted something about it on Facebook, and Facebook marked it as false, like because
Yeah.
they already got debunked as not being true.
Yeah, they love doing that.
Which
now,
I
right?
don't think they should have done that, bro.
You know what's funny?
They shouldn't have marked it.
They waited until COVID to really crack down on it. I've been watching I mean, not to diss them, but I thought that they had their independent people. They're working overtime now during COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Facebook?
yeah.
yeah,
They're
it seems like
fact
they're-
checking like overtime, right? Like, is it just me, or is it like everybody you see is like, oh, okay, you too, huh? That's fake.
Yeah, I don't think they should have done it, right? And here's what I'm going to tell you why. I think Facebook shouldn't have marked it as false because, the company did say they came out and, like, debunked it. But, like, that just adds more to people's conspiracy theorists, dude. Like, conspiracy theories.
Yeah, because there's a lot of BS
Oh,
that
so,
gets
so
shared
you're
anyway.
saying that it's false? Like, and they have a right to say that. Like, in a way, they're right. Oh, you're just saying it's false because you're involved with the child trafficking.
Right. But I hear what you're saying. Like, you guys chose this of all things, and this time to start debunking and saying no.
Well,
People are not
obviously,
gonna
the
believe you.
company Wayfair doesn't want, like, if it's not real, obviously Wayfair doesn't want that going around.
Right, but I mean, like what you always say.
Yeah.
Like both our next presidential candidates, neither one of them are
Predators, bro.
Exactly, but neither one of them really are you. I think Biden did a little bit, but Trump he's dodging the bullet, bro. He's matrixing that
Grab
shit
him
all
by
day.
the whoo.
Yeah, he's not. I don't remember that. Let's talk about the rail thing, okay?
Yeah.
He's not talking
He's
about
like,
that.
yeah, I may have said that, but look at Joe, Sleepy Joe. Like
See what I'm saying?
he's a fucking WWE actor,
Bro,
dude,
he's
for sure.
Bro, he dodges great, man. He's the Rock.
Vince McMahon should hire him, dude.
Predator who?
Predator.
It doesn't matter
Yeah.
who's Predator.
Well, yeah, because like I know Walmart was tied to this, Target, because like they were like, again, what
Big
baby
companies, though.
photo album is $11,000?
Big
How
companies.
does that, bro? Justin, have you? Maybe you haven't, but can someone answer me this if they know the answer? What? How do you explain that? Even if it's false, right? How do you explain that you were selling a baby photo album for $11,000? Right? And you could say, oh, it's a glitch, right? Okay. Let's say it's a glitch. There's whole pages of just glitches?
Nah.
Yeah.
'Cause that's money out
I
their
can see
pockets.
one item being a glitch, okay? I can
Even
see
a
that.
couple.
A couple. But this wasn't a couple. There was hella of it, dude. It's how do you say that's a glitch and how do you explain that that you were selling it for that much? You can't, dude.
There's not. Nah, there's not. There's not. At that point, when you're looking at that paper, if it's a glitch, okay. You are that irresponsible with money. How long you've been rich, I'm going to start questioning you. The second thing is, bro, like you said, if this conspiracy is true, yeah, they're going to get out all the way in front and start just block it. We don't need nobody to talk about this. And it's just disgusting, bro, because like you said, I didn't even understand what you're talking about at first. I was like, okay, so it's like, why would it be worth that much?
Yeah, 'cause
somebody
it is
gotta
kind of
die.
tied in with the first topic because she was on it,
Yeah.
you know.
Right. So depending on what they say, I mean, depending on how you feel about it. Oh man, it's I don't know, man. That's not. I'm gonna be real with you, man. That type of stuff is just.
I mean, I'm not okay.
It's hard
And
to
for
deal.
the people at home, bro, like
It's hard to deal.
in real life, I'm not really a conspiracy theorist person. I am, but I like to think with logic, right? You and Justin have always got in my head about that, especially you and Justin. Out of all the people in my life, you and Justin and me are always like, I'm like, yep, that's not true. Remember when Nipsey died, right?
Yeah.
And me and you got into a huge
Yep.
argument about that because I'm like,
Yep.
bro, the government didn't kill this guy,
I
dude.
went a little too far, and I was just like, wait. All right, and the facts came out, and I was like, hey. And I told you before, I'm okay with being wrong.
Yeah.
I'm okay with being wrong. That doesn't mean I'm not going to throw up the options, because I always think just because when people be like, okay, man, that's the truth, it's a fact. Like the best line I ever heard to that was, the truth is always subject to new information.
Mm-hmm. True.
So if a new fact comes out, what you just heard was a lie. The best lies make sense. That's why girls say we're the best liars, because they know how to make sense of bullshit.
Yeah.
They know how to put that bullshit together. Oh
bullshit.
yeah, you were at your
Oh,
friend's house.
girls are phenomenal liars.
They're
Ladies, I
fucking
hand it
amazing.
to you. You're a phenomenal liars.
When
Dude.
girls lie, it's like they forgot about the lie. Wait, you went to Christina's on December? That's
Yeah.
not the fucking point, okay? You came home late. Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It kind of hits
skill.
home in this room. You know what I mean? Bro, no, they do, dude. It's not up for debate, dude. Because you know why? Girls like to do this thing where it's like, oh, you know, like the whole feminist thing. But the second they want us to do something for them, it's puppy dog eyes. It's pouting. It's moaning.
It's a really high pitched voice.
Yeah, like,
in a
oh,
soft
please.
tone.
But where was all that feminist shit you were just talking about yesterday, dude?
What about when I want a sandwich?
Yeah.
What do you want? Wheat bread or white? That's how I want to hear it.
Yeah.
The
I
fuck
saw this.
out.
I saw this post today where this guy was like, "Oh, my ex was. I found out my ex was working at Subway, so I went in and had that bitch make me a sandwich for a good old sake.
Yeah,
good old times. I was like,
yeah,
salute you,
one
sir.
for the homies. That's one for everybody who's still in the
America.
doghouse for nothing. For nothing.
But like, no. So you guys get on my head a bunch of times about this conspiracy theories. Conspiracy. Oh my God, what is
Conspiracy
going on,
theory.
dude?
Conspiracy theory shit.
Yeah, what
But,
the
I
hell,
mean,
dude?
It's like, as long as you make sure you look at, all right, it's possible. Because, like, you know what hit me? Y'all should Google it. George Washington didn't create peanut butter, bro.
George Washington Carver.
He didn't create peanut butter.
That's
bro.
garbage, dude. You shouldn't have told me that.
I told you.
Like,
It's
what's
right
the
on
point of
fucking
telling us
Google.
that? You're just gonna ruin our night? I don't get it, dude.
It's right on fucking Google.
I know, it's
but that's what I'm
garbage.
saying. Little shit like that, I should be like, I don't know nothing.
Or when they say that George Washington had wooden teeth. No, this guy had the teeth of slaves, dude.
How the fuck you know what? When you
Wooden teeth?
You know what's funny though? If you ever had like a grandma or a parent who had like wooden furniture, they'd be like, don't get it, or they have like plastic on it and
Yeah.
shit, right?
Mhm.
You're not supposed to put water
On
your
wood.
Exactly. How the
Yeah.
fuck was he chewing all day?
Someone should have said something back in school, dude. Like, hey, teacher, that's not.
We were slow. That's what happened.
I bet your teachers hated you, bro.
Dude, you.
All these lies about like past facts reminds me of.
What?
It's like Master of Disguise, where they go back in time and like.
They changed stuff. Yeah, that shit's
Uh-huh.
hilarious,
What
dude.
the government is.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hilarious. He's right, dude. It's hilarious,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. That's why you just got to be like, all right. That's why I don't hold. That's the only thing I get on religious people about when they don't look at no logic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like none.
Yeah, because
Nothing?
okay, I'm sorry, you're right. Religious people, a lot of your
feel me?
conversations don't involve logic, bro.
Right. Even super conspiracy theorists, I'm not listening to you neither. Like when we talked about this before, I was just like, Bigfoot, who cares? You were like, you showed me those bears episodes before. I was like, all right, man. I see why people thought that.
Because it
makes
looks
sense.
like Bigfoot, bro.
So it's fucking crazy. But you got to do your research. You
But
gotta
then
keep
those
looking.
people really believe they saw Bigfoot. But most of the time, it's probably just a bear.
Right, you got to keep looking, and that's what we talk about.
Yeah.
Keep looking. Don't be
Mhm.
mad if somebody comes to you. Hey, man, you're wrong on this. All right, hey, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And I think that's what's cool. As long as you can be a conspiracy theorist if you're okay with being wrong. If
That's
you're
why.
not,
That's why I
don't
like
submit
our
it.
friendship, bro. Our friendship's like that because, like, me and you aren't afraid, and especially you're not afraid of like, hey, Drew, that's bullshit, dude.
hey,
And I'm like, cool.
and you
cool,
come right
dude.
up to me and be like, hey, man, you know that was garbage, right? Like, I'm just saying, man, you could do better. Like, could do better.
And I know this was a while ago, but I do want to apologize for the Nipsey thing because, like, bro, we were really going at it, dude.
And
We
it
were
wasn't that
really,
serious.
it wasn't, but at the time we were really like, I was so mad, dude, because everybody in my group chat too. Oh, you think they just did? You think that a random person just killed him, huh? And I'm like, bro, that makes sense. Well, I mean, you guys are
does.
getting at me for other stuff, but I'm saying like,
It
you know,
does. Bro, honestly, man, but I think it's a lot between like.
No, I was getting on him because he would be like, the government didn't kill Nipsey. Why would the government do that? My bro, the government's done worse for less.
Yo, fact. That's the best thing.
which is
Worse
true,
for less.
true. Alma,
yes.
we're not saying they haven't done worse
right.
for less.
Worse for less. And right, and I feel that like your excuses weren't lame, but at the same time, I feel what he was saying on the sense of a lot of people were dying lately. Like, and I felt it like. I wasn't a fan of Juice WRLD, but me and you know, I was a huge fan of Triple X right before he passed.
Yep.
Huge fan of Nipsey right before he passed. I got on Pop Smoke like one song, and then he passes. I'm like, this is a fucking lot right now.
Rap has been having a lot of deaths,
Like,
bro.
and they're all young.
Yep.
They're all young. Pop Smoke was 20.
Well, I'm embarrassed because I had a hella time to get into Nipsey.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
my
we
bad,
all
dude.
did, but he's older.
100%,
He's
so.
older too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna lie. Like I was in there probably 6 months before he passed. Like the
Who, Nip?
first, yeah,
Yeah.
I was bumping this shit like probably 6 months to a year. My brother put me on.
I mean,
I was-
obviously everybody knows that song with him and Tiger and YG.
Exactly.
So I mean,
It was Mailbox Money. Mailbox Money. When he
really?
was
That
on with
your
Rick
first song?
Ross, and I heard some deeper music from him. I was like, yep, I'm on. But
Hey, actually, we'll take a minute.
lot,
play
bro.
play bitches and shit real quick, dude. Who has it connected? Yeah, let's just for a couple seconds, bro.
hey man,
It's
just-
a classic, dude.
man,
I'm not about to.
no,
Hey,
I'm-
rest in
I'm-
peace,
no,
Snap, dude. We're about to play,
rest
dude.
in peace, all of them, bro. Because we took between 2019 and 2020, bro. We had a lot of L's.
You mean like L's as in
Musically.
death, right?
Yes,
or just
deaths,
okay.
musically,
Because
bro.
rap alone
and
has
just
hella
young
L's
people
off the
too.
death. So.
Right, and just young people too. Like I said, Juice WRLD, hella young. Triple X, hella young. Pop Smoke, young. Nip, Lil Peep. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Look, I'm like that suburban white dad in the car. Hey, hey, Ricky, you like this song? Hey, we had to play Nips bar, bro. You can turn it up if you want. Hey,
what? Hoes and tricks.
hey, Trey, you like this
Hoes
song?
and tricks.
I like bitches that's light skinned with a whole lot of ass and get right with it. Off a pill, I could probably make her like bitches.
That's Molly, bro. Hey, and we're gonna talk about that. You shared something on Facebook that's hilarious to me, dude.
Yeah,
I'll talk about
Yeah. I'm just saying hella shit.
Light switches. What I get? Money, bitch. You look good, but to me, you just a bummy. This is classic, bro. Cover lover shit. Skin. It is classic Nip, bro.
But hoes and tricks.
But yeah, so
hoes and tricks.
Ricky shared something on Facebook, bro. You had me dying, dude.
What'd I do?
It was like,
This time.
why are black people always known for like the drugs? When like whenever I
Yeah.
go to my white friend's house, it's like, hey, you want to do a line? I was like, no.
I had to.
Look at the
I know, cause you do that shit. You do that shit in other places, like, and I told you, I be thinking about like other stuff. Maybe I want to try here and there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you do that shit in like traditional, stereotypical black areas. And it ain't just like some
Yeah,
weed.
they'll look at you like you're crazy, bro. Like what?
Fuck it. Everything you a crackhead for.
Yep, exactly.
You a
If
crackhead.
it's anything other than weed to black people, you're a crackhead, bro.
If it's not weed or like some alcohol, you go on crack. You go on some shit.
Yeah, dude.
You doing something extra, and it's okay.
Someone's like, oh, and then I read the comments, see a picture, and someone was like, oh, so you act like black people don't do lean and all that. It's like, yeah, but we're not talking about that. You know what I mean? Like,
Somebody posted that?
No, somebody said because you shared their post, and I went into
Oh,
the original
yeah.
post comments. Yeah,
Yeah, got you.
yeah, it was just hilarious, bro.
Oh, hey, I can't help it, man. It's
What are
fucking
your What are your thoughts on the Will and Jada situation? So they had their red table talk. That's actually what I want to
seen
get
it,
into
yeah.
because she brought them to the red table. Talk.
Yeah, I seen it.
And so, bro, me and Zach watched it the other night, and that shit was so cringy. Not only is 13 minutes long, and you're like, okay, this is probably just a clip of the
It was
hour-long video.
13?
Yeah, it was only 13 minutes long.
I only seen like a 7-minute video.
And so, yeah, basically.
Oh,
And you could tell Will the whole time, but bro, he had this look in his eye, right? Where it's like, fuck, you bitch.
He
dude.
was smiling and
You
shaking
bitch,
his
dude.
head. But
She made Will Smith sit through that? He's a fucking legend, dude.
he is.
She had Will Smith. It was across the table from Jada as she's like, me and August got in some entanglements, which is now going to be a word now. That's a word for the rest of humanity.
Entanglement.
Because of Jada Smith, dude.
Random.
God, bro, that was so embarrassing, dude. To me, it's embarrassing.
What part bothered you the most?
Okay, so a lot of people were saying, hey, why are you guys so focused on their marriage? Like, you mind your own business, which is true, right?
Right.
But they made that shit public.
She took him on Red Table Talk.
yes. And before that, they made it public.
And before they did, August did.
Yeah, before they did August.
So
right?
I'm gonna state that though.
Do you
that was
think they
whole
should have
shit.
had that at all?
He's on. That was some hoe facts. That was some hoe shit. As in, not like, oh man, he ain't had no right to say. He could have said that to her all he wanted. But what does he get out of bringing it up? That I fell in love.
I was in love with her.
and I smashed. Don't know. Ask Tyrese. Don't nobody give a fuck who you in love with. We don't care. We don't care about you not paying child support. We don't care about you about to die for some coke. We don't care for none of it. And he was just like, if you feel that deeply, bro, write her a letter. Play your music outside
Or
of her
DM her in
window,
private,
bro. Like,
bro.
but to do that, I was just like, all right, well,
So basically what you're saying is he forced their hand to do that Red Table Talk. He
Yeah.
did force their hand.
because I mean, even you saw what Will said in there. He was just like, well, now it's what did he say? It's Twitter's. It's Twitter's business now. So what happened? And I
Oh, what
was
did he
like,
say? He said Black Twitter was killing us.
Yeah,
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 because
they
they
was-
kind of were. Yeah,
It was on
so-
your ass. It's just like, hey, they'll get on your ass. But man, how I feel, bro.
Yeah, 'cause, like,
honestly,
He's a legend, bro.
he
That's so
is.
weird that this
He
is happening. Like,
he is, but she was weird. I'm gonna tell you right now. People already felt like she was weird out the gate. People just. It's almost like saying Dennis Rodman is weird. We know that.
yeah, we know that, dude.
But she was like
Undercover
with
weird.
Tupac, and later on weird, and then it's like you know what I find is funny?
Was she
every-
dating him when he died?
Tupac.
Was that like his girlfriend at the time?
People said that it was from what I seen, people said that they were just like admired each other. Like imagine the girl that was like your number one best friend, you loved her instantly, everything about her. That was her thing. Will even said on I think it was the Breakfast Club. He said that she looked at Tupac like perfection, which I think I told you or my homeboy before, which is kind of fucked up. I feel like Tupac was her first love, and then she found Will Smith. So then with her, like, because remember I used to watch that show Gotham. So she was getting shows. She had money on the side. Even
Was
though
she
Will
on
was some
Gotham?
big- yeah.
Oh, cool.
Bro,
I didn't know that.
4 seasons. Yes, Fish Mooney. Fish Mooney. She was literally Penguin's
Girlfriend?
mentor
Oh, really?
for the first 4 seasons. In
Nice.
5th seasons it ended. And she was great at it though. Pulled out on an eye, all kind of shit. But shoot, her acting was on point. I feel like personally, bro, after Tupac died, she was looking for somebody to kind of like settle with, and Will is a good person. Like I think we can all say that. Like
Yeah,
just
I would
from
say.
his movies
to the
and
public
interviews.
eye, Will Smith looks like a
Right.
great guy, though.
He
yeah.
seems like a cool dude. Just like we were shocked when that whole Johnny Depp situation. So my thing was like, how much of it is both of them for how weird their kids are? And the second thing was when I seen this was, I don't know if you guys seen that post that Will made, that me and Jada decided, and it was literally like a video. He's recording himself. Me and Jada decided to make sure we find our own happiness.
I saw that video,
Right.
which is cool.
Obviously, though, she thought she can somewhat find happiness helping or fucking somebody else.
Because didn't she say like, "Oh, August was in a bad space and,
and they
mentally
were and they
yeah.
were both helping him. That's where he was cool
And
taking
and I
pictures.
guess Will said that their family
Right.
helped him with like his medical stuff too.
Exactly. And she was saying her getting close, and she felt like helping him feel
Sounds predatory. It sounds predatory,
Bro,
dude.
she said helping him gave her some basically purpose in her life, in my mind.
Get some old
from what I
pussy.
heard.
Older
Hey,
the berry, sweeter
Feel
the
me?
juice.
Feel me? But her
Yeah.
doing that, nah. I think she did it because Will was already well off. You had look at Tupac, right? He's over here ready to fight for something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody says who talks to Tupac or sees Tupac that he probably would have been talking black empowerment stuff till this day, even
I mean,
without all
I
this shit
wouldn't
going on.
expect him anything else. so-
Right. Exactly, right? But look at Will Smith. And I think I told you before, I don't really care because Will Smith's not saying nothing on black issues. He talks like Common does. Hey, man, let's just have love. Like Common and Will, in my opinion, no offense to
I
y'all
think
both.
Jaden.
They are the type of dudes to be like, look, if, you guys got something going on, let's just hug it out. Yeah, but he's beating on me. We'll just hug him. No. Knock him the fuck out. Okay?
Jaden's more about black issues than Will is.
Yeah, and now you wonder kind of how much did Will really do bad?
Here's my personal theory, okay? I think Will Smith has a phenomenal side chicks. We have not heard one fucking peep from anybody who's fucked Will Smith, guy or girl. Because there's always hella
Even his
rumors that
ex?
he fucks guys, right? Pause.
He probably eat
whatever.
ass everything before eating ass with groceries.
Yeah. So Will Smith has phenomenal side chicks. And he's probably hella mad, like, Jada, keep your fuckboy in check, dude.
Yeah.
This guy's out here saying, like, I gave this guy permission to fuck my wife.
That was the disrespect.
That was hella disrespectful.
that's
Will
what-
gave me permission. Oh, yeah? August?
I'm not gonna say. Do you remember that conversation we had when we used to work? When some people were just like, "Oh man, don't trip, Will Smith gay," and I was like, "He's not gay.
He's probably just bisexual, dude.
Right." But even now, you see what I'm saying? And that's why I'd be like, "You letting shit go." In my opinion, Will, that's what happens when you let her run wild, bro.
Yeah, dude.
But he said it. I was done with your ass.
I was done with you.
I was done with your ass.
Yeah.
You was done with her ass. Be done with her ass. I'm telling you what though. But he got a shout out though. He got offers.
There's nothing wrong with getting a rub and tuck from a guy, by the way. Like if you're Will Smith, you're Will Smith, dude.
You're Will Smith, bro.
Let it go. Yeah,
What
get
you
jacked
want?
off by a guy. I mean,
We'll forgive
yeah.
you.
There's nothing wrong with it. You're Will Smith.
Josh won't, but we'll forgive
Bro, he's
you.
probably so rich that he like it's like, hey, what have I not done yet? I know, get jacked off by a guy, and I'm gonna go get jacked off by a guy, Jada, bye. Which you brought up a good point. He did say that I'm done with your ass, right? Jada took that as I'm gonna go be the head of a circus.
I think he took it as we need to take a break off each other. Like not even fucking other people, but and even if he, you know what I'm saying, even if he did, like you said, none of his people aired shit out.
Yeah.
He got offers from porn stars, bro. I surfed Twitter a little bit. Yeah, Will Smith already out the
Yeah.
gate. I helped Will Smith get back. Will Smith just look, man, just take the bait. Take the bait for the men. Okay, take the bait.
Take
You
the
can
bait,
get away
bro.
with it.
He
Pause.
probably, I would say, if let's say in the future we make a top 10 list, right? And there's 10 people on Earth who could fuck anybody they want. I think Will Smith is on that list, dude.
Will Smith's up
I
there.
think he could probably fuck anybody he wants, dude.
Will Smith's up there.
Hmm?
Will Smith's up there.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably-
I would say Drake, Will Smith.
Robert Downey Jr. is probably up there.
Yeah. Yeah, Leo.
He's up there.
Yeah, that's my
Matthew
idol. Right there.
McConaughey. He's probably
Yeah,
up there.
yeah.
He just came in the game, man. Just came in.
Pause, but yeah. But no, and did you? Yeah, ew, dude. I would not. Can you imagine Matthew McConaughey on top of you sweating like, you want to? It's like, no, get off me.
Now you gonna take this ride now, okay?
Yeah, dude.
Gonna say this ain't
Did
the
you
bad.
guys see all the celebrities DMing Will Smith like 50 Cent, Michael Blackson?
Yo, 50
They were
was
going
dirty.
ham, bro. Why did
50's
he have to
dirty.
do that,
He was
dude?
like 50 said.
Fuck you, 50.
He was like, yeah. He was like, yo, why she said she the only one that got permission to tell people to blow her back out.
Yeah,
Fuck you, 50.
yeah, dude.
Yo.
I bet is. I actually DM'd Will Smith. By the way, he didn't read it yet, but I said, "Hey, bro, like, sorry that you're going through all this. Keep your head up, big dog. Philly up, you know what I mean? Even though I fucking hate Philly. You guys know past episodes. Yeah, Philly boy's not here today, so you already know, dude.
Philly, as long as it's football.
I feel bad for the kids, Jaden and Willow.
They can handle it.
I mean, they could, but it's like, bro, your whole family's getting embarrassed worldwide right now.
let's be straight. Let's be straight about something, okay? Will Smith, whatever. She acts like she's mature. I'm gonna say she's strong enough. Okay. Jaden Smith, okay. The ex Karate Kid. The
I don't want to be here.
The triple X 0.5.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Straight up. I'm gonna be real. This dude, after what he said about him and Tyler Creator, he'll be all right.
He'll be all right.
He'll be all right. Ain't nobody that him and that was his boyfriend. So it's like if they boyfriends,
Just
then,
like your gay ass daddy.
Hey,
Sorry, no, like I said, like I said, nothing
buddies.
wrong with getting a rub and tuck if you're Will Smith, dude. Nothing
Hey.
wrong with it, but it's the
But,
truth.
yo,
It's the truth. It's the truth, dude.
He'll survive on his mom getting his back blown out if he's getting his back blown out too.
So, can you imagine like his grandpa? Can you imagine like his grandpa, bro? Like, you could be okay, Jane. You like your gay ass daddy now. You know your daddy be doing that gay shit too, boy. Too.
And it's fine. It's just like, yeah, I feel like it was all they had to say something because of August.
Yeah, because
August.
he pushed her hand.
That was weird. It's not even like it was a tweet. Like, dude, you went on a whole thing and said, I can die now. All
and
right.
didn't he have like an album coming out too?
Yeah.
Like, bro, we know what you're doing, bro. We
That's
know
why I
you're
was
doing.
like, yo, bro.
Hey, he was hella scorned. Yep.
Like a scorned woman with his with that message.
Right. Like, he ain't man.
Did you hear about Nick Cannon getting fired yesterday? What do you think about that, Ricky?
I found that out today.
Oh, really? So they canceled the show, fired him from what is it, Viacom?
Mm-hmm. Viacom, the people who do BT, MTV, like VH1, and all that stuff.
Well, Diddy offered him to be on Revolt TV,
Yeah. Oh, did he?
Yeah, he said, "Hey, come to a black-owned business. We got you, bro." You know, so
Right.
here, bro, you're not gonna agree. I don't think you're gonna agree with me, bro. Maybe you are, but I don't. You know, I. This is gonna come off so bad, bro. But like, yeah, no, it is. No, it is, right? It is.
Hit
Okay,
us.
but I think Nick Cannon deserved it, bro.
Shot to the chest.
He did. I think he deserved it, bro. Because we're in a time, right?
Right.
I know people are gonna hate me saying this, but if a white person said the exact same thing that he said, that guy would get fired from his TV show, dude. Right?
I don't personally think so.
You don't think they get fired from the TV show?
He made a Jew joke, right?
Well, because
Family Guy is known
Jews
for
run
Jew
Hollywood. Jews run Hollywood, right?
They do.
Right. So Deshaun Jackson got shit for it. Steven Jackson got shit for it, but they didn't get fired. I just think that, like, okay, not that what he said isn't true, because there's
Right.
truth to it, right? But just imagine, like, Joe Rogan, like, yeah, black people are animals and savages, and what Nick Cannon was saying.
Did
Bro,
he
they-
say
yeah.
animals and savages?
Yeah, he said, basically that because, you guys have melanin, right?
Uh huh.
Yeah, that, like, the lack of melanin is what makes them do all that. Which I'm not saying he's wrong, right? Okay, there's truth to what he's saying. It's just like we live in a time and age of the cancel culture, right?
Yeah.
It has to go both ways, bro. You can't, like,
But cancel culture is gay either way. Like, and I told you before, like, Louis C.K. can say the N-word all he wants when it's comedy. All he fucking wants. As long as he's not chasing kids, chasing moms, saying that shit. Who
well, because
cares?
isn't he hiding under the umbrella of comedy though? I'm just a
I
comic,
mean,
so I can talk about that.
But it's like me and you told me before. How can you really talk about real comedy if you're not pushing bounds? You're not talking about anything real. And with our society, everybody's like, okay, cancel culture, right? Everything that we love 10 years ago was fucking brutal. Family Guy made rape jokes on the regular. Everybody liked Quagmire, and now we're fucking
he's
worried.
like a pill.
We made fun of the old gay dude who would touch the boys forever. Right.
come on, my
You feel me?
Yeah.
I used to watch South Park. We're not canceling them. They can suck a dick.
Yeah, bro.
Everybody can say what they want. Like, I'm all right with you saying what you want. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just when I feel like you're using your shit to, like, okay. If he was literally doing that to be like, Jews can't get a position of power anywhere in my position, you know what I'm saying? Or he was saying something different. But that's from what I've heard, it seemed like a lot of his opinion. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he had some truth to it, right? And I'm not
Right.
saying what he said
And
was
they-
wrong. It's just, come on,
I've
Nick, bro.
I guess it's for me, the first jokes I've ever seen that were passable in Hollywood were Jew jokes. And it was usually Jews sometimes
the
making
Jew
fun
jokes.
of right.
Yeah.
Or it would be other people who were just kind of like, maybe they had relations to it, but I knew like everybody who like, and I seen Simpsons do it before. Everybody who owns Simpsons are not Jews. I think Seth MacFarlane is for Family Guy, but everybody on the Simpsons like, come on now. But they let it pass. So I'm like, I just feel like the cancel culture, bro. It's only because these last couple of years. You know what I'm saying? So even if it was Joe Rogan, matter of fact, he said some things about Black Lives Matter that I don't agree with, but I don't care.
Well, I mean, doesn't Joe Rogan like run his own show though? Like, no one tells him what to do.
Right, but just according to Nick Cannon, what I did hear, he said he put up his own money, and if you put up your own money, we both know. You about to put it somewhere else. So it's not too hard.
I
If you
don't
put up
agree
your
with
own money,
cancel
you're good.
culture either, bro. But this is what they made this environment. They made this a thing.
That cancel culture bullshit.
You
yeah.
guys made this a thing. Like, you can't pick and choose who gets canceled, bro. Because we all know that majority of the white comics who said the same thing Nick Cannon said but reversed, people will be on the internet trying to cancel them. You're racist. You're this. You're that.
Yeah. You can
So,
say-
bro, Nick has to get the same thing. I mean, he doesn't deserve for his show to be canceled.
And, yeah,
So
'cause
we
it's
hopefully
everybody else's
we
job.
get that show back Wild and Out because a lot of people are employed through that.
Right. And personally, I'm not a fan of Wild and Out like that. Tell you the truth, so I'm not.
Me either, but I fuck with the battle rappers and I'm glad they have a platform to be
Exactly.
on. So, you know.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, at this time though, I will say from what he said, now this is just his tweet. I read his tweet.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know what his original post was. But he said he messaged the lady from Viacom to try to get a sit down to apologize, and he said she wouldn't answer.
She said no.
No, he said
Well,
he
I
didn't
would
even
play
get a
the
reply.
video, but they took it down on YouTube today.
Yeah,
You can't even play the interview that he talked about.
And that's the annoying shit. Like, if somebody shit on, let them be shit on. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to hide it. No, we're going to cut everything and get it up. Because it doesn't fix. It's like me and you talked about before, right? If you fire a racist, he's still a racist.
He's just going to be an angry racist who's going to do more angry
and then
stuff
he's going
towards
to
you.
different job, and he's going to be racist in that job.
And more angry towards people,
Right.
yeah.
And not that we're for some type of fucking reform shit like that's going to work, but you know, like
Yeah.
I feel that he should have probably had to talk to Viacom lady, but I feel like the firing is extreme, and I feel like it's extreme for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it shouldn't have even been. Cancel culture is stupid.
Yeah, I'm not about to sit here and feel bad for him, bro. Like, you're gonna
Right.
get your show back on another network.
Right.
You're fine.
And he got the papers to survive. He'll figure it out. They'll all figure it out. So
It's just like, I'm pretty sure it's annoying to people of color, basically, when like white people like, but what if a white person said it, right? Like, it is annoying, dude. It is. It's fucking annoying, dude.
It's fucking exhausting.
It's exhausting. But I think in this case, it kind of fits what I'm talking about. It kind of, because
for him it fits, but it's just hard because Jews make us, and I think that's where his thing was. And I'll leave it at that. We all know about the Holocaust, dude. We're all friends. None of us are Jews, and we don't even know about each other's history struggles.
But we know about their history because they teach us in schools. So.
Instantly, and I feel like that's where people get like annoyed. Like we all agree that as Americans, everybody's culture has suffered. Irish, Black, Jamaican, Asian, Mexican, it doesn't matter. But when we gotta learn about the Holocaust, we gotta learn about that shit. And it's like, come on,
I don't know
bro.
why either. Yeah, man, bro. Like,
Because I'm gonna be real. I don't know one Jew like who has an entirely Jewish family. Like maybe there are certain people who, you know what I'm saying, they take it completely serious, but they're usually like mixed. Like his dad is, but he's not, or his mom is. I don't know like one full Jew family.
Why? Here's another question, right?
So I'm
this
like,
is
one
gonna
of the
sound really
demographic.
insensitive, but why should we even care, bro?
That's
about
my
the
thing.
Holocaust. Why should we care? I'm not from there. I'm not Jewish. I'm not German. Why the fuck should I care about that?
I just don't see why it's a common thing for Americans to learn when it didn't happen here. That's what,
They won't even teach about your guys' history.
Yeah,
but they want us to
live
learn
there.
about something that happened and overseas.
Bro, even like we talked about it. Even like you said, even Irish people were slaves here, right? Yeah. Why aren't we learning about that? I'd rather learn about that shit.
I mean, I
ran
get-
into more.
I didn't even learn about that until I was like 15.
Bro, I didn't even know about that until at least how deep
I
it
saw
was
the
until
post you
Andrew
showed,
sent
yeah.
it to me.
Yeah.
I knew it a little bit happened
Yeah.
in America, but I didn't know how long until he sent me. So I'm like,
I mean, okay,
It doesn't
so
fucking help
they
anybody.
teach us about the Holocaust because it ties into World War II and stuff like that. I
Right.
get it because it's World War II, right? But
Right.
if we're gonna pick and choose, bro, I don't want to learn about that.
right. And even still, how are we going to talk about, oh, we're a nation, we're all Americans without us learning? This is what they went to, but this is why they're good. This is what they went to. This is why they're good.
Yeah.
This is why, like, even some people, when they talk about, like, the border thing, I'm like, I kind of understand some people. Because some people are like, look, if you didn't wait in line to come here, it's not fair. Because everybody wants to come to America. So I do feel it.
True. If you don't come here legally, then I could.
And that's why it's hard for me to be like, certain people, I can't judge off of who needs it more. You know what I'm saying? So
No, that makes sense, bro.
yeah. So I'm not hurting for him. I do feel like cancel culture is dumb, but they'll be okay. I
Yeah,
hope.
he'll
Yeah,
be okay.
I'm with you though. I'm hoping for his employees that they're all right.
You guys hear about Meg Thee Stallion? She posted today saying she got shot, bro.
Did she get shot or did she get arrested?
So when the
She didn't get arrested. She went to the cops took her to the hospital.
when the story
Got
broke,
you.
Tory Lanez got arrested for having a gun on him, right?
After throwing that party with him and
Yeah, because
Kylie
they
Jenner?
were on live and like Kylie Jenner was there. Yeah, I remember that. And then so the story came out that she ended up getting shot. They took her to the hospital, but then he shot back, and that's why he got arrested because he had a gun on him, right? And then people were clowning on him because they released his height and he was 5'3".
That is fucked up.
Yeah, it said 120 pounds and 5'3". Bro, what? I was 5'3" in third grade, dude.
He's teeny.
That's crazy. You don't know. You never know when your favorite rappers
He
and
kind
shit
of
are
looked like it though.
No, okay, yeah, I don't know. Most music videos, like maybe the camera was like really good at
Right,
making him not look short.
Like, 'cause certain people think about it.
Cause isn't Bad Baby 5'3"? Someone look up Bad Baby's height, bro. I
No, she
guarantee
is.
you right now,
But
is she
think
not
about
5'3"?
it. Like you can kind of tell, like, all right, like Drake, right?
Yeah.
You can tell he's tall. If Drake walked in here right now, bro, and he was literally like a couple inches shorter, like taller than us, and we're sitting, and he was like right here, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
like, this is, and that's my
That
point.
would hurt my heart, bro.
Imagine Drake 5'4",
No.
beard and everything
No.
to your like chest.
Can you
to me.
imagine Drake? Like, okay, you're standing up, right? And he's as tall as this camera. What up, fam? 6 God. You ain't no goddamn 6 God. 5'2" God, bro. You 5'2" God, bro.
Ah, mini God.
And I love Drake. I love Drake. But
Mini
come on,
Man.
we can't have Drake be Mini Man out here.
Yeah, he G mini.
Shit,
You
dude.
mini G.
Yeah, what did it say for Bad Baby's height, Josh?
She's 5'3".
Fuck, shut
He's
as
the
fuck.
same height as Tory Lanez. Fam, nah, huh?
Either way.
She, whatever,
Bro,
dude.
Bro, that's
Maybe
teeny.
she's binary, dude. Who
But
knows?
so
Dude, she's the same height as Daniel Bergoli, bro.
No.
Damn, bro.
And you see videos of her, she's short as fuck, dude.
As fuck. Every time she's by her like security guards and shit, she just looks like a baby.
Dude.
Bro. So what happened? What was the scenario? Who got shot?
Well, I didn't know if I don't know if you guys know because I looked at a bunch of posts like academics was posting about it and stuff. I didn't get full details, but I want to know because they were at a party, right?
Mhm.
It's like, it seemed like a Hollywood Hills private party because Kylie Jenner was there. So I wonder if like somebody there shot her or like maybe it was from across the. I don't know. Like I didn't hear any details about it.
Wasn't it at his house though?
It was at someone's mansion.
It had to be at. I would think it's at his mansion only because he's been doing it.
Yeah.
I think at his mansion before.
And it looked like the same pool that he's done other live videos from.
And Meg was there
Yeah,
before.
okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
I'm gonna be real, bro. That's weird. Like you heard about that comedian getting shot, right?
She a big bitch too. I can't imagine Meg the Stallion riding a 5'3" Tory Lanez. And his hairline too. You have to look down and his hairline looks like that. I'm sorry.
Let
I'm
her
sorry,
ride
dude.
me. She can kill me. She can kill me.
Yeah.
She can murder me.
No, but what were you saying? The comedian who got shot?
No, this is some comedian who got shot. I don't know where he's from, but he died recently. And people were just so
The
shocked.
guy from
because-
Mythbusters or?
Nah, some different dude. But the thing is like him dying. God damn. See, I didn't expect that from her. But like him dying, like people are just like, why are these randos getting shot? And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna agree with what they said. I don't think gang members are turning up like this, bro. I don't.
Okay, so doesn't it lead into the Pop Smoke thing? Okay, go ahead.
How tall you think Nicki is?
Nicki Minaj,
5'5".
5'2".
You're right, bro.
5'2"? I fucking know it.
Bingo.
Mini girl, bro.
But does that kind of lead into what you're? Because okay, so Tekashi went on live and was talking about Nipsey and XXX.
What did he say?
He was in Juice WRLD, not Juice WRLD, XXX and
Nipsey?
Nipsey. He was basically saying that if those guys had paid security, they wouldn't have been dead, right? But he says when you have paid security guards with with guns and stuff, people make fun of you. But then when you die, oh, you should have had security.
It depends, because if you remember, like when, and I would say in a lot of cases he's right, but like you remember when Lil Wayne made some song and he drove through LAX, and they stopped him in the baby's trucks.
And he had like hella guns and shit at him.
Right. If you remember, only one security guard got out of that truck. They were not ready to get beat the fuck up and shot. And I think that's kind of the thing. You're paying a dude enough to get blasted, but if he ain't ready to get blasted, you're gonna be able to tell. He's over here standoffish and like, oh, it's like if they had a gun and I'm standing this far away from you. Come on, bro.
Yeah, what is
You about to
it?
get your shit lit.
I mean, so they, when it comes to Pop Smoke, whatever, they had 5 arrests.
Yeah, I think
One of the guys was recording
kinda,
himself on the ankle monitor.
I
and
seen that.
So
For
like,
Pop
do you
Smokes, I think it's
believe
different.
that it was just random people?
Pop Smokes, I do think it was randos, but like I'm talking about like the random deaths that are happening. Like Pop Smoke, as far as I've heard, he posted his location or something like
And
that.
like these guys just like, let's roll up.
Yeah, and a lot of the times, unfortunately, man, just what I've noticed is just any type of game. If you're in gang culture, but you don't have like a gang or a clique, you're usually. I'm not saying you're a hater, but if nobody taught you, a lot of times motherfuckers are just they're not rats, they're snakes. They'll do whatever they can. They don't care what you got. They don't care that you came up and you was helping people. I want money. You know what I'm saying? I want money. And and just not to lead in too much. That's why I hate when people are like, oh man, we gotta kind of like, no black on black crime, or, we gotta snitching on the community. Like, there's anybody who says that, I would always ask them, name one person shooting people out right now. And then you have the balls to go tell them. Go tell them to stop shooting.
Yeah,
people.
you're not gonna tell them to stop shooting.
You're gonna shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. In
So
real
don't-
life, you don't talk like that to people, dude.
Right. So I don't like when celebrities say it because you can move. Danny Hernandez, 6'9", moved 3 times. I don't have the money to move because I done told somebody they need. Hey, bro, slow the fuck down.
He's talking about having 22 armed security guards with them as he rolls
I
through
don't,
New York.
I don't have the money for that. Right.
I don't have.
And-
Yeah, none of us have the
And
money.
I
for
don't
that.
think, and I think a lot of times they be thinking, oh, it's probably some bullshit. I ain't got to, but his is 6'9" needs it. Pop Smoke probably needed it. But like when you get other people who getting shot and shit, it's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? you do need the security, but sometimes you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't need it when you're at your house. Like always.
All the time. You know who I'm surprised is still alive?
Who?
Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend. I think her name is Ghislaine Maxwell or some shit like that. I don't know how to pronounce a pedophile's name. Predator ass people. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah,
name.
so you would think somebody at least come to her asking questions.
I thought like when she got arrested, I'm like, yeah, give it like a day or two.
Mhm.
She's dead. Like there's no way. You know, she knows too much.
Or something happens, like
And she even came out today. The Daily Wire posted it today, or the Daily Mail. I forgot which one posted it. Yeah, I guess she has tapes of like 2 prominent U.S. politicians having orgies with underage people. Release the tape, dude.
she went on video.
No, she gave a statement saying that she has video of 2 prominent U.S. politicians having orgies with minors. I don't know, bro. Like, I think the FBI's like, I guess the FBI said that they've been having to move her cell like once every couple hours to avoid assassins. So you're saying there's assassins. So you're telling me that they're really people, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, out here just to murder.
Yeah. So if you get murdered in FBI custody and it's not the FBI, that's scary, bro.
That's fuck, bro.
You're in FBI custody and you're still getting whacked? You're not safe then, dude.
And that's
I want to know who the 2 politicians are, bro. Hopefully it's Trump and Biden, dude, so we can get Kanye for
that'd be
president.
nice.
You know what I mean?
Ah, bro, he pulled out.
What if that's what happens? What if it's Trump and Biden? They get excluded, and then Kanye's the only one on the bill, dude. That's how we get a Kanye presidency.
He pulled
Oh,
out,
he
bro.
pulled out? Pause.
This
What?
morning, bro. He pulled out. No, right?
Really?
It was news today, bro. He pulled out, bro. Oh, it is. So it's false.
Why would you go if you can't get on the Florida ballot? That he filled out the first like FEC
For Florida and one other place.
he's able to continue on.
But wait, why he's? Oh yeah, because there's certain states he can't go get votes from anymore.
Yeah.
So why is he still even doing it?
But,
Yeah.
But if you know what, if this conspiracy, like you said, if this shit conspiracy does go through, he might be the only person on the chopping
Who do you-
block.
okay. Bro, I know there's that documentary on Netflix about Jeffrey Epstein, and there's a bunch of people who've been to his island and on his plane. You can't tell me that if you went to his island, you don't know what the fuck he's about,
You
bro.
know something.
I could see the plane. I only took his plane. Okay, I get it. Okay? You took his plane. You went to his island. You know what he's doing, bro. You saw minors getting fucked.
Something.
You
something.
saw sex trafficking, child trafficking.
Even if you saw somebody and like, hey man, you trying to go in this room?
Because why would he have Bill
Just sit in
Clinton
there. Don't
leave
worry
his
about it.
security behind? You can come on the plane, just leave your security. Why? You mean his Secret Service is supposed to protect him? How do you explain that, bro?
That's you know
You
know
can't
what it is,
explain
bro.
that, man.
That's a place then where there's enough understanding and pull. You know you're not allowed to, but you probably want to go in there. Probably need to.
And it's
Go
in the
in there.
Virgin Islands. So Jeffrey Epstein owns land in the Virgin Islands.
Mhm.
His plane's called the Lolita, which is about a. It's the story Lolita is about a pedophile, and then he has dude, yeah,
What
yeah,
the fuck?
yeah, bro, Ricky, bro. So there's a book about a pedophile named, and the book's called Lolita, right?
Mm-hmm.
He named his plane Lolita. He has his own place in the Virgin Islands, and he's a registered sex offender. Bro.
do people think that they won't get just
No,
slaughtered for
I
this?
don't. She even said, I guess there's the same news article I read today that she knows that her and him owned hella fucking rich people. Hey, you can't tell on us. Hey, you can't get us in trouble because we have video of you fucking minors, dude.
Wow.
So I'm interested
It's a
to find out
whole
who it is.
conglomerate, bro.
Because if it's Trump, bro, if I guarantee you, Trump supporters, they see a legit video of him having sex with a minor, I guarantee you that's not him. I'm still voting for him. Make America great again. I guarantee you, bro. That's how nasty these guys are, bro.
It's the internet. It's fake.
It's fake.
Say you were in that situation, right?
Yeah.
And he tells you, hey, leave your security behind, hop on this plane. Do you do it just to find out? And if you do, and you see that shit, what do you do?
Well, okay. So to go off what Josh just said,
Obviously, you have to say something.
if they're so
like,
rich and
"Fuck the fuck out of you, dude."
Yeah, if they're so rich and powerful, one, who are you gonna tell?
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. I mean,
So you can't call the cops or tell nobody. These guys can have enough money to make your whole family disappear.
I feel like at that level, like, if you don't tell the masses, there's no other option. Like, you don't say anything. You know what I'm saying? If you can't like Kanye West, and I mean, it has to be that shirt, right?
Yeah,
He got
yeah.
on, like, as we brought him up.
Yeah.
He got on for 2 seconds and said, right, George Bush doesn't care about black people, right? 10
Everybody was all
seconds, though.
freaking out and everything.
Feel me?
I mean, it's
It took
true.
like
George
t-
Bush doesn't care about black
But
people.
it took
yeah.
like 10
Yeah.
seconds. I feel like, bro, if you can't do it that way, like, real shit, fuck you gonna say, man? Because it's like, at that level, you're controlling lives, bro. You're controlling
Yeah,
lives.
because like, let's say you're in that situation, right? Not only can you not tell nobody, you can't call the cops. No one's gonna believe you. But what if you don't know, bro? Here's the thing. What if you don't know Jeffrey Epstein's like that, okay? Or that him and his girlfriend are like that, right? You get to the island and that's happening, right? Hey, the plane's not coming to pick us up till tomorrow. So you're stuck in the Virgin Islands watching this happen. You can't tell nobody, you can't call the cops. Bro, I would see someone committing suicide over that. Like that is some
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I just saw minors getting trafficked. I can't tell. Like, bro, that would haunt you, dude.
It's almost like you would, if you're not doing something, like you said, independently, man, like, you basically putting yourself on the limb of possibly dying out here in loved ones. What you gonna do?
And there's too many pictures of Trump and like Jeffrey Epstein together, and there's
But you know what, though? At the same time, why ain't nobody killed Corey Feldman?
yeah, that's a good point. I mean, that's
So it's not like you can't do it without getting away. I
but
just feel like,
okay, maybe if I'm wrong, okay, but tell me if you think this makes sense to you. Maybe they haven't killed Corey Feldman because it's like he does kind of okay. I believe him, okay, but when you watch him, bro, he does seem nutty, dude.
he does.
He does seem hella crazy, just
offense.
rambling, like. So that like the higher ups are probably like, yeah, just let it be. He looks fucking crazy,
Yeah,
dude.
they might take it as people are writing it off as he's been on drugs.
Because no one, okay, I believe him, like I said, but no, have you guys seen anybody really take him seriously?
No.
Like the masses, yeah, no one
Women.
takes him seriously, dude.
A few women
Why?
in a couple of their like talk shows. Because, bro, and let's be real though, that conversation, not only is it hard just on a personal level, on a monumental level, it's scary for most people, bro.
Because that's a scary subject. Like Bryan Singer, the
Or
director of a
depressing.
lot of the X-Men movies.
Right.
There's been huge accusations. God damn it, Andrew. There's been huge accusations against him for the longest time.
Matter of fact,
And no one takes him seriously, bro. It's like weird.
matter of fact, not even to cut into it's like a little off topic, like because me and Justin, we play like MK and shit like that, right? And I was thinking about going to Vegas, you know what I'm saying, just to see like this video game tournaments.
Mhm.
Even without COVID, they shut all that shit down. The dude who runs Evo, which is like the #1 like fighting game tournament, you know what I'm saying, around the world that they do. And they bring in people from other countries. The main dude who's sitting here was basically like paying $20 and convincing like 14-year-old boys to jump in the pool. Oh, no, you won't do it. I dare you. Jump in the pool. So like, and his name is Mr. Wizard. All these people are coming out against him.
Do you know about Mr. Wizard, Jay?
Yeah, he's the owner.
Because he's into like
And
all the
this,
gaming
this
stuff.
dude was like paying kids to like jump in the pool and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
they didn't even realize what was going on because they're that fucking young. So that's what I said. Like, we just need a better system in place, bro. Because right now,
Yeah.
like, between the Virgin Islands shit, between how many people are coming out years later, I don't know how you say it, man. That might be a question for another time, bro. Because
Yeah.
that's a
Well, we are running out of time, so did you have anything to end off with? Any shout outs, brother?
man.
Any shout outs, brother?
Will, you better than that.
Yeah, Will
you
Smith,
better
bro.
than that,
Answer my
baby.
DMs, bro.
100. Other than that, man, man, y'all appreciate these new artists for real, man. Like, cause
I'm
there's
sick
so
of the
many
death, bro.
I'm tired of new artists dropping off, man. I'm tired of a few of them dropping off. I mean, tired of them getting like maybe a few albums in, just starting to get older, and they dropping off, bro. So 100, man.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, and on that side
Appreciate
note,
people out of here.
on a side note, thank you guys for tuning in, like I said earlier. If you haven't, last week we did the 1-year anniversary episode, so check that out.
Congrats again, bro.
Yeah.
100, man.
Until next time, guys.